We're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I've come this way before, traveled through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened oh so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold on. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a quick but no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal, cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, hey. It's only what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey. It's fight for millions, take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. Wanna make the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness, yes. You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. Ooh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn to develop patience. Determined to be the greatest, yeah. Bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the rope. She fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing on the road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals, yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going wrestle and fight this final round. Life's a quick but no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal, cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, hey. It's only what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey. I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need. So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease. No one can support you, believe in God's hands beyond. We got to be the confidant. No, I never can.
Oh, you wait for
Great job.
Yay.
Oh my God.
Barbershop conversations, man. How's everybody feeling, man? I'm a little bit rushed, but we're gonna jump into this whole, man. How's everybody feeling, man? Hopefully everybody's good. And happy Saturday, man. Happy Saturday. DB, Jeffrey Lake, TB. That rhyme. Triple OG. What it do, big homie, big Lloyd. What up, Jeffrey? DB couldn't help himself, man. Lonnie. What it do, y'all? Keena, Xavier, sir. What's up, man? What's up, Reggie Owens, man? And here's what I noticed the past couple of weeks is, and I'm sure many of you have seen this too. A lot of people are doing things they've never done before. You know what I mean? Like, go live, do interviews. You know what I mean? I'm like, hold up. Why do we see all these people doing things they've never done before? Oh, you ready to smack a troll, D? D Bell, for sure. And I realized that they not making any money. They trying to stay relevant. Eddie Hearn going live doing interviews. Seems kind of odd to me. He didn't do it when he was running around America claiming to be the best promoter in the world. You know, so I think all this plays into it. You understand what I'm saying? I genuinely believe that boxing and truth be told, boxing is going to be in a bad place when we get back. Why the fuck? Listen, the XFL folded today. The XFL literally folded today. Gone forever. Finito. Au revoir. Sayonara. You know what I mean? So if the XFL is folding and they had a decent product, I believe they were about to get some momentum going. You know, I was enjoying their fights and shit. And I mean, not the fights, but the games and stuff. They were exciting. They had some recognizable names I know from college, and it's gone. They say they're not even coming back next year. So if the XFL isn't coming back, why would Showtime invest in boxing at the premium price that they were paying? Why would Fox come back and pay premium dollar for boxing? That's not even going to fit on the back page. You understand what I'm saying? Especially with drastically declining ticket sales, drastically declining pay-per-view numbers in comparison to where we were 10 years ago. You know, and a lot of it has to do with promoters, executives being greedy, watering down the sport, making us wait for big fights. You know, boxing is in a place now that I believe where we can have big fights every 2 weeks. You know what I mean, in each division, but they won't do it. You know, a lot of it has to do with personal differences, obviously. Where you got Eddie Hearn versus Al Heyman, Bob Arum versus everybody. All that plays into the account too. And I can see why, you know, there's obvious reasons why we wouldn't support certain people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But when something like this happened, we need somebody to block that punt like that guy did from New Orleans. You know what I mean? And the only way that happens in boxing is if we get like a meteor, like a Halley's Comet, like a Manny Pacquiao, Edwin Valerio, someone like that, Adrian Broner come out the woodworks, you know what I mean, just galvanizes the sport, you know. And I don't think boxing has that. I think boxing just has great fighters, good personalities. Good fighter, great personality. I don't think there's that combination of fighters that's willing to promote at all costs, you know, and intense, and in turn be the Manny Pacquiao, you know, be the Edwin Valerio, be the Adrian Broner, you know. Deontay Wilder, I believe if Deontay Wilder would have got the nod, I mean, Tyson Fury cheated, but if Deontay Wilder would have beat Tyson Fury, God, he would have been a mega super, uber star, you know what I mean? But it didn't happen. And we have to see boxing in its totality. Boxing gonna hurt. Boxing is gonna hurt. And if I'm a fan of boxing, I'm not paying for bullshit. I'm just being 100. I don't care what side of the fence you want. I'm not paying for Michael Rodriguez to fight Earl Spence. I'm not paying for Canelo to fight Tyrone Williams. You know what I mean? I'm not paying for that shit. You know what I mean? We are in a for once in real life, the consumer is in the driver's seat, because now you see how valuable your dollar is. You know what I mean? Take a look around. Take a look around. You know what I mean? Look at your neighborhood. Your dollar store needs you like no tomorrow. Your corner store needs you like no tomorrow. Claim jumper needs you like no tomorrow. You know what I mean? You saw that commercial. I saw a commercial today. A Groupon, no, not a Groupon commercial, but what is it called? The stuff that delivers your food. And they had that American, that American instrumental and shit. You know what I mean? That shit that play when you see the flag waving and shit, and they were like, yeah, me, I want to see no tune-up fights at all. Fuck tune-up fight. Boxing can't afford it. Boxing can't afford it. You know, literally can't afford it. Tank Davis got to come out and fight Gary Russell. You know what I mean? Gary Russell got to come out and fight Tank Davis. Shakur Stevenson got to come out and fight Oscar Valdez. Um, Terrence Crawford got to come out and fight Errol Spence and or Sean Porter, Kell Brook. We got Wilder Fury locked in. 154 need to come out with a tournament. Uber Eats or something like it wasn't Uber Eats, but it was something like that. DoorDash or something. Grubhub. It was Grubhub. Thanks, Be Good. It was Grubhub. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the commercial. Your local restaurant needs your money, needs your support, which is a synonym for needs your money. You know what I mean? And oh, you want him to fight Leo Santa Cruz? Fuck Leo Santa Cruz, man. Leo Santa Cruz should have 4 losses by now. Carl Frampton, Abner Mares, all them dudes, man, ducked all them melanin fighters, man. You know what I mean? But for once, we're in the driver's seat, dog. We are in a huge driver's seat. And I think we need to take advantage of it. You understand what I'm saying? I really believe we need to take advantage of the position that we're in. You know, for real, let's take into account no fighter. Well, Mikey Garcia was supposed to be a challenge, right? He was supposed to be, right? I think the only fighters that fought like A-level opponents, you know, Mikey Garcia was a pound for pound fighter. Then he fought Sean Porter. And then in January, without a car accident, he would have fought Danny Garcia. So I'm going to give Errol Spence credit for that. January 28th, he was supposed to fight him. And Deontay Wilder. I don't see no one else with those type of schedules. You know, he fought Luis Ortiz a second time. God. I even told D, I don't know why the fuck you doing that. You know what I mean? But he did it anyway. You know what I mean? It definitely worked out for him. Thank God. And he went right into that fight less than 90 days later. Or exactly 90 days later. Or 1 day short of 90 days. He fought Tyson Fury. Who the fuck does that? I was gonna say Charlo, but he fought that Mexican in June. You know what I mean? I thought about him, but he fought that guy and he knocked him out in the 3rd round or something like that. But yeah, you know. So I think that I'm glad, you know what I mean? And all these motherfucking don't let people fool you. Now, when you come back and you see these fighters, make sure they tell you thank you. Coda, thank you, Coda. Don't let these fighters fool you, man. They need you. They need you like no tomorrow. And guess what? If you don't show up to the fights, if you don't buy tickets, guess what? The ticket's gonna be free. And this goes for DAZN, ESPN, PBC. Who else? I don't want them dumbass fights no more. I don't want them. I don't want as much as I love boxing. I don't want them no more. I don't want no motherfucking headliner. Kawanaki versus Helenius. That who he fought? Man, that's the opening bout of a good card. Helenius versus Kawanaki. You know what I mean? That ain't no main event fight. What else we got? You know, and so on and so. Grubhub. Someone said, Jojo Diaz. You know what I mean? I'm reading y'all messages. You know what I mean? But I think that Yeah, man. So let me know where y'all stand on. Feel free to call in, man. Let's have a good time. Call in. Call me now. And let's rock and roll. Floyd Mayweather's. Why y'all so quiet tonight? Is it not working? Oh, y'all just chilling. I guess I gotta talk some more. The victim of Yaya, she spoke on her Instagram live today. And or today or yesterday. I got it. I saw it today, and I pulled the audio, and she said she was stabbed in the arms and stabbed in her belly. I don't know if she was pregnant or not. I still haven't seen. I saw a picture, but I don't know if it was recent or old. So I have no idea. But so but I see all these motherfucking media members going live. I'm like, hold up, y'all. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you've been on YouTube for 7 years, 5 years, and it's your first time going live? Oh shit. Y'all not doing too well. Boxing got y'all out here struggling. Boxing got y'all out here panhandling. You know what I mean? Boxing got.
Dry your eyes, never let.
Hey, what's popping?
Hey man, what's going on, Fred?
How you feel, dog?
Man, I'm feeling all right, brother. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
That's good. That's good. If Deontay Wilder would have beat Tyson Fury, even though Tyson Fury cheated, how would they would have sold a third fight if Wilder would have knocked him on his ass?
It wouldn't have been a third fight.
But wasn't the third fight already signed before the second one?
Yeah, but you got the option.
A trilogy fight?
You got the option to pull out.
Oh, okay. He got the option to pull out. Okay. Okay, thank you, brother. That's all I want.
Oh, that's all you want? Okay, appreciate you, dog.
All right.
All right, one. Yeah, man. If Wilder would have knocked him out, shit, Wilder gonna knock him out in the third fight. I have no doubt about that. Shit. Oh, Pretty Kelly in the building. Hey, Pretty Kelly. You wanna how's that Oklahoma? How's that Oklahoma treating you?
So, all you scared to death Negroes.
What's up, Pastor Usher, Deacon 305? What's up?
Too blessed to be stressed and highly favored. What's good, fam? Everything's 54.
Yeah, everything's 54.
Yes, sir. Oh, it is. I seen that little that little live that the girl did. If you would pay attention to what was going on, what she was saying, and what the female in the background was saying, what she was feeding her. Okay, she was responding also to the comments the victim was.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying, yeah, you heard it. She was like telling what she was stabbed at and everything. Then somebody responded to her, sarcastically. She said, well, I guess since y'all know everything, and then the person in the back said, yeah, since they know everything, tell them that you were stabbed in the stomach. Tell them that your baby's dead. So for people, I picked up on that real quick, and I don't think from listening to her and the person in the background, there's no dead baby in this. So people, I probably need to quit saying that. I don't think that there's a dead baby in the equation of this crime. Now, also, people also need to quit talking about she's facing 99 years and all this crap. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Again, this girl would, the worst thing worse for her, especially, she has means to a good lawyer, right? Mm-hmm. She will get no more than probation out of this. Now, I'm finna give you a little hood shit, right? Shit I don't experience in situations like this. As long as there's no dead body, right? She has, I got to be careful with this because if the wrong ears hit us, they can be all over this. Because I'm explaining to you, I had a charge called tampering with state witness, so you got to be careful with that. But long as there's no victim, there's no case. So if somebody from her side, especially like the boyfriend, NBA young boy, he needs to be hollering at baby mom, look, drop those charges, whatever he needs to do to tell her to go to the state, drop those charges because the state has no case with no victim. You know what I mean? They're gonna ask the victim, was you bribed? Was you threatened? Was you coerced in any type of way? All her answers would be no, no, no. I'm doing it for my own volition. I no longer want to proceed with the case. It would be no. It's no, no. Yeah, and they'll have to drop the charges. And by 5 days, she'll get a letter in the mail. Both parties saying that the state has now dropped the charges. You know what I'm saying? I done did this a couple of times. I done had to go through situations where people drop the charges against me. Okay, and in one of the cases, the victim called himself tried to get slick because he was trying to blackmail me for money. So I didn't give it to him. So he went to the state and told them that I was threatening him. So they came to recharge me with tampering with a state witness. So now I got a new charge. So my bond was revoked, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I had got him to go drop the charges, but before that, I got the letter saying that the charges was dropped. This clown tried to beat me for more money, like I said, and I didn't do it. So I got hit with state. It's actually tampering with a state witness is a third-degree felony, which is akin to a misdemeanor, but it's still a serious charge. But this girl is not in bad shape like people think. This long as now, if it was, I don't think it was. I don't think that she lost the baby, but if she lost the baby, here's the situation. Here's where it gets sticky. If she lost the baby, even if the girl tried to drop the charges, the state would automatically pick them up because she can't speak for that baby. That's with no. But I don't think, for me listening to that live, there's no dead baby found. You know what I'm saying? And you could hear in the background the other female feeding her information to say to whoever was on the live. And they was doing it in a sarcastic manner. You know what I'm saying? Just to be pushing back against people who thought they know everything about her. She was like, well, yeah. Somebody even went so far as to say that she sounded like a man. You know, they were just being bitter with her, you know, just coming at her all kind of sideways. They would shoot back at her. So I don't buy into that part. Now, what I want to say right here on this other thing with Floyd and his daughter, listen, fam, I've been through this exact same thing with my daughter. You understand? Like I told you, I was always close, kept my family close to me. So, but when my daughter got old enough, okay, she graduated, she did all these things. So when she got her first boyfriend, fam, she still was in the house with me at this time. I did not like how the cat, I was getting word that he was jumping on her, taking her money, this, that, and the third, he was bullying her. So I still didn't go, but I went when she called me to check on her. She called me and my wife. When I showed up, my son, my other daughter, my whole little clique done beat me to the house. So when we get out there, guess what? The police came right behind us. This girl done devil back in the house with the dude. We can't get her to come outside, but we thank God my wife had all the texts on the phone proving and had to show the police that she texted us to come check on her. But she told the police that we was trying to force her back at home. She didn't want to go. I mean, that was some painful shit, fam. I'm like, I got to calm my oldest daughter down. She hot. She trying to, I say, look, calm down for all of us to go to jail. And my thing is this right here. Fam, no matter what you tell your daughter, Floyd, at this moment, best thing you can do is pray for her, be there for her. But even if you reach out to try and help her, because right now she thinks she's in love. Right now she thinks she's in love. She's scared and confused about this crime that she done put herself in. And you can see it in the video. She almost looks like she's on drugs standing behind NBA Youngboy, but she's not. What she is, she's confused. She's afraid. She's in a new space. And it is very weird to her. You know what I'm saying? She's used to being up on the pop. She's used to a mom and a fabulous life. She's been thrust into something she's not used to and not even prepared for. And in the midst of it, she thinks she's in love. This is just her first real boyfriend that making her feel like this. She's going to one day get over this. But at the same time, if Floyd, I know a lot of people saying, go get your daughter. That sounds cool. That sounds good. But what he could do doing that is fuck around and catch a charge. But because right now, she's in love with him. At least she thinks she is. And what she would do in this moment is she'll turn around and flip on him. You know what I'm saying? I had that to happen. You know what I'm saying? And not just that day. and like I told you, when my wife was fresh out of the feds, bro. My daughter knew my wife was on federal probation. This woman, the following week, fam, because we was trying to go get her, she told the police that my wife hit her. Man, they were finna put listen, that would have violated her off the rip. But they couldn't find no scars, no bruises. They said, well, where the bruises at? If they would have seen one scratch on my daughter, man, my wife would have been sent right back to federal prison, bro. I like lost my goddamn mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? And here it is, we trying to fight for her. I mean, this woman ain't never had, when I tell you my daughter ain't never had to ask for shit, they don't even know what struggle look like, fam. You know what I'm saying? Well, and we did everything we could to make sure they'll never know what struggle look like. But this is the thanks that we got in return. But guess what? Prayer and a long arm. You understand what I'm saying? Loving her from a distance. And when she come on her own, be there for her, because we had to learn going after her in that type of moment was not a good thing, because she thought the more you tell her not to do it, the more she gonna do it, and the more he's gonna tell. Listen, the more we came, the more this nigga got in her ear. You know, they don't want you to have nothing. They don't want you to live your own life. All this old dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like we was fighting two wars. You know what I'm saying? So we understood no matter what we said in that moment, she'll listen to strangers before she listens to someone who raised her. And she know who loves her. You see what I'm saying? So you have to just pray for them, be there for them, but you just can't go after her like that, because she'll fuck around and have Florida in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? He'll fuck around and be fucked up. Bullshit. So he got to do it in the proper way. Be there for your daughter, family. Do everything you can for her. And NBA young boy needs to get to his baby mother and see if he can get that girl to drop those charges, because the state has no case. Again, no case. I mean, no victim, no case. And it's just that simple. It won't even cost no millions. It won't cost none of that shit. I done did this shit 3-4 times, bro. I already know how it run. Fam, love y'all. Just wanted to get that in.
Appreciate
yes,
you.
sir.
Appreciate
All right,
you.
one.
All right, one. Let the church say amen. What's up, Pretty Kel? So you say you love in Oklahoma, huh? You love in Oklahoma, huh? That don't even sound right. You love in Oklahoma. Get the fuck out of here. That don't even sound right. His 3 minutes was up 3 hours ago, wasn't it? Did that call feel like a long ass?
Don't cry, dry your eyes, never let.
Hey, what's popping 504?
Yo, it's gonna be short, man. This is a disclaimer. What's really going on around us, y'all my people, y'all need to pay attention. If you feeling some type of symptom, whether it's a cough, a sneeze, or high fever, you go to the hospital. They are misdiagnosing people, telling them they have the C19 when they really don't.
Mm-hmm.
So either if they inject you with some shit and you drop dead, the cause of death is gonna be C19. So what did I really just say? They misdiagnosed you with something and didn't say the cause of death is what they misdiagnosed you with. Bro, these people are diabolical. Y'all need to wake up. If don't be dependent on these hospitals for every single fucking thing. I'm telling you, one of my people caught the shit and did the natural home remedies, and they're doing just fine. Now, it was an old man in New Orleans. He caught the shit, and then it was like, we got injected with some shit. It's coming right from my people. He's sitting there fighting the people, tooth and nail. No needles, no needles. Don't put this shit in me. As soon as they injected, man, 2 days later, that man dropped dead. And versus my people who did the home remedy, they're doing just fine now. So what I'm telling y'all, they can just suspect you have it from whether it's a fever or cough or sneeze or whatever. Because, symptoms can mean multiple things. Just because you got high fever don't mean you got the C19. You might have had a flu, you might just have a fever. So they misdiagnosing people, putting some shit in them that we don't know what the fuck they're injecting them with. They dropping dead. Or they'll misdiagnose you, or they'll just tell you go back home. You don't have nothing, and you drop dead. So y'all putting all y'all faith in these hospitals and shit like that, man. Y'all better wake up and see what's going on around y'all, man. And I just want to put y'all mind on that shit, man. So pay attention out there, bro. And in Louisiana, that's my last point. They got sirens going off, a fucking a curfew.
Really?
So you telling me? Yes, I'm telling you. Ooh, like they go off at a certain time. You gotta go inside. In certain parts of Louisiana, my Louisiana people call in. My dog, I know he be calling in. confirm what I'm saying, bro. My people in New Orleans are telling me this shit. They're doing it in New Orleans, but they're doing it in surrounding cities. So pretty much what I'm saying, they're trying to use this shit to target us and fucking and enact martial law on us, man. This ain't no fucking what because I'm gonna tell you, if a disease or virus is really out there, it don't sleep. It don't sit dormant from 1 to 9 and then from 10 to 12 is active. So pay attention, my people. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm a call. Appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, fam.
All right, appreciate you. Yeah, damn, there's curfews in Baton Rouge. What's curfew? 7 o'clock? What's curfew? Waking up doesn't mean act like a doctor, people. Stop. Yeah, yeah, man. 16, 17 million people file for unemployment. Oof. Oof. Man.
Lemo 10 to V12, double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
What's poppin'?
Yo, Fred, what's poppin', bro?
How you feel?
Salute to Barbershop Conversations, bro. Salute to you. Appreciate the topic. If that was urine Carter,
yeah,
that call before, yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's curfews throughout the state.
Wow.
I had to look it up. On the website on Friday. There was Baton Rouge is like 5 or 6 o'clock. Lafayette, that's about 45 minutes west of Baton Rouge. Ours is about 9 o'clock. But the thing is, a lot of us aren't we're not abiding to to the curfews. Because I know me, I'll be out 2 in the morning if I have to. I got to go get some, not even knowing that our governor had put out a decree. And he's right though. Like the caller before me, he's right. A lot of the numbers are being fabricated. They were saying that we have the third largest affected, per capita in the country. And like what he was saying, like they were talking about shutting the borders down, so shedding parts of I-10 down and shedding parts of I-49 down. And it didn't come to fruition, but he's right. They did put out a decree for a curfew, but not everybody's abiding to that curfew. Now I was told that guys are getting arrested in Baton Rouge. I didn't personally see it, but that's some of the info that's going around. I'm not going to spread that because I haven't confirmed that for myself. But to the caller's point, yes, there's a curfew in act right now. But look, Fred, man, I just wanted to take a second, bro.
Yep.
I wanted to give a few shout outs, man, if you didn't mind, bro.
Go ahead. Take your time.
I wanted to shout out Mir, my dog Mir.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to shout out Carl, shout out G5 Gate, shout out Woe, shout out Jay Cooley, shout out Mr. Shelton, shout out Omega Red, Reese Joe, Big Boy, D Hodges, Kenyatta Ali, CER Senior. I want to salute all y'all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know why I'm saluting y'all, bro. I want to salute y'all niggas for having my back, you know what I'm saying, and not being on no fake love shit. Look, bro, I'm not going to change the direction of the call. I just wanted to say that about the curfew and drop a few shout outs, bro. Appreciate it, Fred. I'm back in the chat, man.
All the time, King. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Curfew's coming. Oh, shit. You know what's coming next, right? Police on every corner. You know what comes after police, right? The military. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They getting us, dog. They coming for us.
Double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
What's popping? 832.
Hey, I was do you think most boxers are going broke during the crisis?
Going broke? They're not making any money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not
making. Do you think it's bad that like they put it all into their craft, and when their craft is over, they don't have nothing to fall back on?
Well, they can invest, but a lot of them don't invest. I mean, look at a lot of these former fighters. They're trainers. You only get paid to train when your fighter fights. So they got to diversify. You know, if you're a fighter and you're a trainer, you can hear my voice. Diversify, invest. You know, because when I go online every day and I see fighters doing things they've never done before, when I go online and see media members doing things they've never done before, when I see promoters doing things they've never done before, I'm like, oh, one, you want to stay relevant, and two, you're trying to create sources of income, which is fine. I'm not knocking the hustle, but the fact of the matter is everybody's numbers is dropped. You know, you can look at my live. The last 2 months, I was averaging 500-600, between 400 and 600 people on my live, you know, and now we're at 167 right now. So that tells you where the market is at, you know, and only the strong will survive, you know, and the only way boxing gets back is if we have a home run derby like Sosa or McGuire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody know they on steroids, but it's okay. We're checking the bottom line to see if Sosa hit a home run or Mark McGuire hit a home run. You know, that's the only place to go. You know, they got to come. Go ahead.
Yeah. Have you I'm not trying to bad talk anyone, but have you ever seen Heather Hardy?
I've never seen her fight. Maybe I have seen her fight on undercard somewhere. I can't recall, but yeah, I know who she is.
Like I seen her story. It was about how the zone they was promoting it was. She said the boxing gym closed, and that's feel like that's all she know. And she was like, she don't know how she gonna make her income.
Oh, she said that?
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Damn. When did she do that? When did she say that?
I think she said, "Do I have enough time to like go find it?"
No, you could just tell us. It was on her Instagram or her Twitter.
It was on her Instagram. It was in a link in her bio. It was on March the 19th. No, March the 18th.
Okay, I'll find it while I'm doing the show.
Cause it's just like whoa, like that's all like we know. Like it's just boxing. Cause I'm a boxer myself, but it's like during this time, I never want to feel like in my life that's all I know. I need to branch off and do other stuff.
No, you have to diversify. You have to. If not, shit, it's gonna eat you up. It's gonna eat you up for sure. You and that's the catch with working on something where you've been great your entire life. That's the gift and the curse of it, you know. You can say the same things for doctors and lawyers as well. You know, you can say the same thing for fighters. You work 20 years to get to this point, and now you're in the cash business, but you're not going to get a fight to November. It's impossible. I can't see us starting in September. I can't see myself wanting to go to a fight this year. For real. Like I really don't want to be around 15,000 people. You know what I mean? Plus the hotel employees. You know what I mean? Plus being in a strange city that I don't know. You know what I mean? Shaking people's hands that I don't know. I don't want that. I really don't want that. You know? So you know, and I have my outer circle of friends are doctors, nurses, you know, they work in the hospital and people are dying every day. This is real life. This ain't no joke. I mean, we can debate on how it came to America and who it's impacting or the numbers skewed. All that may have relevance. But the fact of the matter is people are dying. You know what I mean? People are dying. And that's the biggest issue. You know, people are really dying in this motherfucker. I didn't believe it when it first happened. I'm like, man, I work out every day. I'm Superman. I'm a superhero. And then that shit started getting closer and closer to home. Not in terms of you know what I mean, where people start telling you stories and you're like, oh shit, you know, so that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm taking this shit serious. I'm taking it extremely serious, and hopefully these fighters are. And if I'm a fighter, I personally wouldn't want to fight until it's 6 months. I mean, some fighters can't hold out. You know, Jose Vasquez was, I don't know his name. I'm probably pronouncing it. He's a top ranked fighter, and he was on the undercard of Shakur Stevenson, and he was saying that he's all fucked up because he had bills to pay, and the fight got, and Shakur Stevenson's card was canceled. You know, so if trust me, if I'm a fighter and I got $100,000 or less in the bank, I'm driving Uber Eats until I can personally think of something to create income, to invest that $100,000 in. You know what I mean? Where I can draw some income. You know, people are just sitting. Go ahead.
But what do you think is a good place to invest your money? Because like I hear real estate, I hear
all the above. All the above. You just got to do your due diligence. All the above.
Do you think it's because like when boxers go professionally, like we try to get the nice car, the nice house, the chain, and we forget to like invest it to make that money come back? Because we can have like 100,000, but the trick is turn that 100,000 to 200,000.
Yeah. Nip said, do 7 to a 14, 14 to a whole thing, double up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the motto. You know what I mean? Double up. You know, I genuinely want fighters to be successful because they all gonna be stuttering on some level. You know, I mean, they all gonna have some level of brain damage. You know, and I want them to get everything out of boxing they're supposed to get out of it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't take for granted that these guys are risking their lives. I respect them all. You know, I just want them to get everything out of it. Don't make no dumbass mistakes. You know, so like, oh yeah, sign up for the Patreon if you want that answer. Yeah, thank you, dog. Thank you, Fly High. Sign up for the Patreon. How did I miss that motherfucking lob? You know what I mean? Sign up for the Patreon. You know what I mean? I just dropped a video today giving the next big, what I think is the next big Netflix stock. You know what I mean? I think we got a chance to hit a big one, you know, so.
Yeah. Do you think this is a time like a recession moment, right? Like that everything going on with boxing? You think it's like we're in a recession?
This is a real time recession. You ain't got to call it a recession. You know what I mean? Shit, you got 17 million people on unemployment. This is a real time recession.
You know who one of the boxers I really respect? Have you ever heard of James J. Braddock?
No, who's that?
He's a boxer. He's from New York. Well, during the recession, he was boxing, and then the recession came, and he couldn't afford his bills. So he had to go work on the docks to you know, be stable, you know, and it was time away from boxing and stuff.
I don't know, but yeah, I appreciate you telling this story though. He'll appreciate that as well. I'm trying to find that Heather Hardy shit. You said May 19th?
Yeah, it should be on the DAZN.
Oh, it's on the DAZN, not her personal site.
Nah, on the DAZN. You can look on the DAZN.
DAZN Instagram?
Nah, it's on the DAZN website.
Oh man, screenshot it and email it to me. That's what you do.
Okay. Well, what's your email?
FHAW17
SHAW
17 at Gmail. Just email it to me. Screenshot it and email it to me.
All right, I got you.
All right, appreciate you, dog. All right. Yeah, man. It's gonna be tough to bounce back. You know, I mean, and the funny thing is, I'm about to give myself a pat on the back. Before we did this whole recession joint,
let me check the B12, double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
Aunt Fresh, what it do?
Man, what's good with it, Fred?
How you feel?
Man, I feel good, bro. I feel good. You know, this really makes me think, Fred. You feel me? Like when it comes down to people mismanaging their resources and not handling business on the back end, it's really sad because you would think by now you would learn from other promoters like Lou Duva and all them from way, way back in the day when they first started. Of course, they're going to make little rookie mistakes, but you would think the promoters like the Eddie Hearns of the world and people who study, because if you get into a profession where you are putting your man hours, you putting 12, 16, 18 man hours in a day or something, you would think you would have learned to save up your money, have your money put in a certain. So, you know, just in case a rainy day happens, it's like people act like nothing can happen to them. And then when something happens, and everybody running around like a chicken with their fucking head cut off. Like, I think that's stupid. Just like me. Of course, this affects my money. I'm pissed off and everything, but I have money saved up. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm mad that I ain't making, nearly as much as what I'm supposed to make. But at the end of the day, I have something to fall back on. I just feel like people who don't think like that, it's just crazy when you're in a position of power, like a promoter. So I don't get how promoters and even media publication, how the hell are you broke? Like, what are you doing with your money? Especially if you're a shrewd businessman or investor, that's rule number one. Have some save for the back end. You know what I'm saying? For a rainy day. It's just protocol. It should be protocol. What's your views about that, Fred? I understand the being shrewd,
I appreciate Big Lord. I preach that at least in 50% of my videos. Like, invest, invest from the fan to the fighter and everybody else in between, man. It's just, listen, we got so many clues that boxing wasn't doing well. Before the pandemic, I told you guys 2 months before Bob Arum said that they were trying to sell the company or sell a piece of the company. I told you guys, go back through my catalog. I told you this shit was coming. And then fight week, he says, I'm interested in selling a piece of the company because he don't have cash flow. You know what I mean? It's just common sense. You can look at the tree. People always want to look at a tree and say, oh, there's only 10 pieces of fruit. And are the lemons green or are they yellow? If those lemons are green and you come back and there's 8 left and it's still green, then you come back and there's 6 left and it's green, that tree is dead. You know what I mean? So, and I saw the tea leaves. You understand? Like boxing isn't generating income. And the reason why boxing isn't generating income is 1, people are greedy up top. And 2, the fighters have turned into businessmen. And 3, the fans aren't really interested in boxing. Like for real. Like, the fans aren't really interested in boxing. You know what I mean? People are going elsewhere. People are becoming handymen. People are becoming Uber drivers. People are becoming Grubhub drivers, and I respect all that, and so they don't have time to do it. And fighters, what talents do you have? You can't communicate. I'm talking as a whole. Like,
right.
You can't get on here and communicate because your profession doesn't require that you talk. Your manager and your trainer speaks for you. Your promoter speaks for you. So you don't have the skill set to come on this live and talk for 2 hours. As a whole, there are fighters that can do it. I'm talking about just as a whole on the macro level.
As a whole, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So they're in a precarious position. If Al Heyman, Bob Arum, or Eddie Hearn ain't cutting you a check, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Then you dumb enough. I don't understand. How dumb can you be to give someone 30 to 40% of your check? You gotta be the stupidest motherfucker on earth. Like,
but you gotta remember though, Fred. Remember, they had that mentality that it's just like the 9 to 5 mentality. See, you would think because boxers are so strong and they look so alpha and blah 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 that they could just go up into a room and look that white man straight in his eyes and say, "Hey, partnership deal or nothing, 10%." Most of them they look at them as like, "Oh, that's white daddy." Oh no, I can't go against white daddy. The only people who don't do that is if you got a father, like a stern father, like a Devin Haney's father, Angel Garcia, who's been in the streets before. I'm pretty sure he looked in promoters right now and said, I want what I want. I'm talking about before Al Haney. He probably looked at them promoters or whatever he had to do and said, hey, you ain't about to take 50% off the top or 25% off the top. Like, you're not in there fighting. You understand what I'm saying? But think about the person that don't have that father figure. There's a lot of boxers that don't. And then they go in there desperate. And remember, they say rule number 1, never, ever, 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 ever go into any situation desperate because the wolves will eat. You understand what I'm saying? They will take advantage of you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to put nice trinkets in front of you, maybe some alcohol, maybe some weed, maybe some fine girls. And then your mind is all hypnotized because these promoters are beasts. They no different than the record labels. They no different than these shady record labels. You know what I'm saying? And because Q-Tip said it back in 90, I think it was 92, record label people are shady, So you got to understand that. You got to know what you're going into, but a lot of them don't. And they just be like, where can I sign? Where can I sign? And if you act like a thirsty dog, you're going to get treated like a thirsty dog. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're going to, it's just, it's sad, but people need to listen to people like you for once again. If fighters are smart, instead of having this crazy ass ego, humble yourself. Because Fred just as cool as any other white dude that y'all go up to and you be listening to every little word they got to say. Tony Robbins, y'all know the people I'm talking about, motivational speakers. Fred is just as good as them, if not better. Go listen to him because he's black. He's going to talk to you from a black man's experience. Majority of you are black that's in boxing. Listen to what the fuck he has to say. Take it in. Don't just listen to comprehend. It's a difference. Once you comprehend, then you can put that knowledge into action. And a lot of people, it's like one ear and out the other until something bad happened. Then they're going to run to you in private for, Fred, hey man, what was you talking about? Can you help me out? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm going through a tough time. And you're going to be like, I've tried to tell you like 20 different times, bro. I mean, maybe you need to, just stick to what you used to. You understand what I'm saying? It's sad, but you got to, I say tough love is good sometimes because I feel like a lot of them, they just skate through life not thinking nothing can happen to them. And it's stupid to think like that. It's just really dumb to think like that. And you know something can happen because you live in poverty, majority of them. Everybody don't come from a Charlo background. Like Charlo and them, they went to kind of a middle class sort of type of situation. Majority of them people don't come from that. You know what I'm saying? You coming from the gutter. You coming from nothing. So I don't understand it, Fred. For the life of me, I don't. And that's why I think it's important to listen to. I know people don't want to hear me on this, but listen to rappers like Nipsey, who all throughout their songs they're talking about fuck the middleman, like hard and loud and equity, all of my deals and partnership. This fuck doing the 360 deal. Like listen to stuff like that because then it preps you. You understand what I'm saying? You putting all them man hours into that music, so then when you go into a room, you're gonna be like, I remember what this rapper told me. Or Jay Electronica talk about what he talked about with the Jewish dudes, and because you know Rosenberg. Speaking of that, Rosenberg was trying to come at him hard on Twitter. Did you see that? He was coming at Jay Electronica
Yeah, I
hard,
saw that.
talking about, you can't be talking about Jewish people. You can't be saying that.
And it was a Bible verse. And it was
evil. What did you say?
And it was a Bible verse. What an idiot! It was
and it was a Bible verse he brought up too. So I just think a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. And once they hear the truth and they can actually go through something really, really serious, then they'll wake up. But until then, man, people it's gonna fall on deaf ears. I mean, it's just like in Chicago. They said in Chicago, they had to shut Home Depot down today. I don't know if anybody know, they had to shut it down today because there was just so many people in there and people were losing their mind and somebody coughed and everybody started screaming and going. I'm like, see, this is bad. This is fucked up. And then you got shit going on in Hawaii where people desperate and the landlords making the female tenants suck them off. It's some crazy stuff. That's why I say when something big happens, like a pandemic, an epidemic, whatever, you have to be prepared. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit careful. You know what I'm saying? And Fred, what's your analysis on when something big happens and you see so many people in like a frantic nature? Like, I mean, what's your solution for that? Like, I want to hear what, you know what I'm saying, your words on that.
It like say I'm in a Home Depot or something like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, if I know the landscape, like I know the Home Depot where I'm at, so I know like where all the doors are, where the sides are, and stuff like that. You know, obviously, if I'm with my family, protect family, obviously, and navigate them to the finish line. It's a good question. I've never been in a position like that in my older years. I've been in a position because I don't really hang around groups of people, mobs of people, because of the mob mentality outside of sports. But good question. You guys help me answer that question. Help me answer that question. I mean, do you go in the same? Do you go in the same direction as the crowd? You know, I mean, obviously you're going to use your resources in terms of your sensors, you know what I mean, and find out what the hell is going on. But I always know I'm not waiting to see why everyone is running. I'm not waiting. If I see 100 people running, matter of fact, I'm not gonna be the 100th person running. I'm gonna be probably the 11th person running. So you know what I mean. So I'm not. So if I see 10 people running, I'm like, okay, let's start moving. You know. But I've never been
That
in.
part.
Yeah. I've never been in a high alert in my adult years. You know. But it's gonna be some desperate people out here, man. You know, and I'm definitely limiting my interactions outside of my house. You know what I mean? I ain't playing. Like, I'm not taking no chances out here. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah, and yeah, man. And last but not least, I just want to give some people some, you know what I'm saying, like some inspiration, some motivation when it comes to getting paid for your opinion. If you spend a lot of time on a computer, there is easy ways to make money. All you have to do is look for certain type of things where it comes down to getting paid for your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because you have survey sites that it is going to take about 5 to 30 minutes to do it, but you can earn up to, you know, $50 to $100 per survey, depending on if you're willing to put in the time to do it. You know, there's stuff like that you can do. This is the time for stock. So be looking to put money into like the stock of Home Depot and of course Walmart, because everybody at Walmart, you know, all these different big brands, you know, put 25, 30, 50, $100, just keep doing it. And I'm telling you, over time, that shit gonna add up. I'm telling you. Even Starbucks, they said people going crazy at Starbucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, there's just different ways to allocate your money and just to make some type of passive income. Because Fred, can you talk a little bit more about passive income? Which I know this is not a, you know, income show, but I'm just saying, like,
go ahead,
you know, just to help out some people. Yeah.
Passive income, some ways to
Yeah,
make
on some passive income. Yeah, some ways to make it. Yeah.
Resell shit. You know what I mean? Like yeah, the resale market. You can make people make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in the resale market. You know what I mean? It's just packaging, you know, marketing, you know, and that's a Patreon video.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. See, smart. That's my nigga. Hey man, that's my call.
Subscribe
hit
to my
like
Patreon.
Button, hit the
man.
subscribe button.
Fact.
100. Yeah.
All right, peace, man. Yeah, subscribe to my Patreon. That resale market is a big market space, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, where are we at? Absolutely, Pretty Cal. Appeal to people's fears. Them motherfuckers that are pre-SSI and on SSI, you could take all their money right now.
But I'm Andre,
Benjamin Andre to be exact. You hope to be the gentleman one day. Well, this is that. Hey, what's popping, dog?
What's up? How you doing tonight, man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. I would just call out, wanted to touch on a topic, man, that I ran across today, and it really pissed me off. It really shows you that this government that we're in is messed up, man. It's fucked up. Like, you heard about the preacher and
No.
and what that was, Mississippi, in Greenville, Mississippi.
No, what happened?
Man, he got fined. He was having a church service, had a whole bunch of police and everything. They was practicing themselves, you know, the distance or whatever. Everybody was in their cars, and he was doing a sermon. It was like 20 cars, and they fined each and every car $500 and fined the preacher too. Like, which is so messed up. But you got Walmart and you got the liquor stores open and everything. The preacher was on CNN. He was on CNN today.
Oh, was he?
And they was talking about it.
It's not obviously religion is not essential. That
which is that
religion is a business.
Yeah, I understand, but that's so messed up to me though.
Yeah, religion. You ain't got to go to a building to go to church.
Yeah, exactly. It's true, and that's true. And it's so messed up how everybody
was it a black church or a white church?
It It's a black church.
Oh man, yeah. I guess they caught the
Black
Holy
church.
Drive then instead of the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, man, that just pissed me off, man. And a lot of these churches, if you sign the 501c13, if you sign that, then you part of the problem. Your church, and you part of the problem of this bullshit ass system, this government system that we in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Oh, but yeah, and then as far as like boxing, honestly, like my opinion, of course, I think all the boxing gonna have to go on ESPN and Fox Sports 1 for free, because pay-per-view, in my opinion, pay-per-view was already dying anyway.
It was losing.
It should have showed you when they stopped, when HBO stopped was showing boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause motherfuckers even ain't gonna pay no, what is it, $100 if you want on HD, and not gonna go. And some of these bars are charging what for? They charge, just to get in the dough $10, $20, depends on what kind. Depends on if it's a big fight or not. People ain't gonna pay that. You gotta drive, go to the bar, waste gas going to the bar. Then you got to pay to get in. Then you gonna have to pay for your, say your food, your drinks or whatever. Nah, niggas people ain't finna do that no more. Like, pay-per-view for boxing is dying. Like, it's really dying. Motherfuckers sit right there at the house, get them a fire stick, got their internet, jailbreak that bitch, and go watch the damn fight. The fight is on now. Straight up. So, but yeah, that's my opinion, John. Like, as far as like boxing and everything. Do you agree or do you disagree with that?
Yeah, I definitely disagree with the money component as it relates to boxing, because I see it. I'm on the ground level. I'm in the lobby. You know what I mean? I see people aren't making money. You know what I mean? It's tough, man. It's tough. And if you're not investing, I mean, I'm being repetitive now. If you're not investing, shit, I mean, may God be with you. You're not gonna get a check till next year. All these fighters gonna go a whole year without a check.
Yeah.
And all this and who was the only guy that told y'all in the video before this pandemic happened, why are you fighting twice a year? I think that was Frederick Hawthorne from Barbershop Conversations. I said, why are y'all fighting twice a year? Y'all need to be fighting 4 times a year. Like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? Fight 2 good fights, two mediocre fights, you know what I mean? And get your money, have them fight free, build your brand, you know what I mean? Sell merchandise, like it's, you know what I mean? Get all the endorsements you can that, you know what I mean, that coincide with your mission statement, but no, y'all gonna fight twice a year and be happy. I understand the fact that you can it will extend your career. But a 27-year-old fighter and a 34-year-old fighter fighting twice a year is 2 different people, so
true.
Yeah.
So, but do you agree, as far as you think it's gonna have like all the fights when it comes back, that, like you said, big time fights, because ain't nobody finna pay for no Ricky Dean fights like no more. Like big time fights, do you think they should all go to like Fox Sports and ESPN, or do you think the big time fight should go like pay-per-view? Like,
they can't come back with a pay-per-view. It's impossible. The NBA, trust me, this shit's so bad. Watch the NBA say first game free or discounted tickets, or man, if they had a 10,000 person food drive in Texas, right? In San Antonio, is that tells you where we're at. We had 1,500 people yesterday at the forum. That tells you where we're at, man. This shit is real out here. I mean, you don't see it. People don't see it because we stand in the house. But this shit is, man, this shit ain't no joke, man.
Yeah,
man, $10 will change someone's week in many lives right now, in some people's lives,
Yeah, you ain't lying. For real. Sure. Yeah, it's hard out here, man, and it's just only gonna get even harder.
Damn, you said Little Caesars is delivering? Damn. Little Caesars is delivering $5 pieces now? Shit. Oof.
Oh man, you late on that. They've been doing that.
Oh, no, Pretty Kelly just put it in the chat. Because I know we always had to pick up Little Caesars because that's what we ate for our basketball shit. You know what I mean? The 20 that square pizza because they got the most slices and shit. Yeah, man. McDonald's delivers now. Everyone fighting for that last dollar, man. Everyone's in competition.
Everybody's delivering now.
People doing things they've never done before. You know what I mean?
Lying.
McDonald's delivering? God.
Even the Snapchat premium hoes coming to your house now. They act like they didn't want to come to your house. But now they
big facts. Big facts. Big facts.
Straight up.
All your Instagram models, man. Hey, I better slide in these Instagram models. They ain't making no money. Niggas ain't buying no tea. Niggas ain't buying workouts.
Yeah, right. Why do that and then go to Pornhub and watch it for free?
Facts. Facts. 7-Eleven delivers? God damn.
Yeah, man, everybody delivering now.
I'm telling y'all, people doing shit they ain't never done before. Wait till the gas station start delivering. Then we really gonna be like, oh shit.
Even Walmart does it. And I didn't even know that. Walmart does it.
Damn, man.
And you go on that app and they charge it's like $7-8 for delivery for the delivery free. They deliver the groceries to you.
That's Michelle Obama has OnlyFans account. Shit is getting. He said Michelle Obama got an OnlyFans account. That's funny. Oh man, you know.
But yeah, I don't want to hold up the line, but yeah, I was just calling just want to speak on them two
facts,
topics about the boxing thing, and then that preacher situation, like that Congress. Yeah, that was messed up in Greenville, Mississippi. So, but yeah, all right, man. I'll just call it in and just keep it 100, man.
I appreciate you, dog.
All right.
All of them. Peace, all of them. Yeah, man. It's start preparing for the long haul. Start preparing. You know what I ate the last 2 nights? Beans and rice. I'm just practicing for the long haul. I'm practicing my mindset for the long haul. When they shut down the grocery stores, when they shut everything down, dudes out here going. You know what I mean? I'm practicing. I had some wild rice and those Cuban black beans from Trader Joe's. I'm practicing my palate. You know what I mean? I'm eating 1 meal a day. You know, I'm partially because my workouts are definitely not as intense as they are. Obviously, that's one of the bigger reasons. And the second reason, I may get to a place where I only have 1 meal a day. My kids got to eat. You know what I mean? And the stores may be closed. I don't know where we're going with this. I have no idea.
Lemon 10 to B12, double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
What's popping? 9-1-C's. What's popping?
Hey man, I was just checking in, listening and everything. It's my second time calling. I came to say what's up.
What's up, dog? How you feel?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, I agree with everything everybody's saying. I had wanted to add a couple of things in too.
Yeah, just turn down the background. Turn me down.
All right, turn it down. 1 second. I had wanted to add a couple of things in too.
Turn down the background. Turn me down.
Can you still hear me? All right, turn it down. 1 second. You can still hear me, Fred?
Yeah, I'm just waiting on you.
Not bad. So pretty much, man, I had went to the I was just saying, man, just imagine how crazy things are really gonna get, like to the point where, man, I had went to the ATM machine. The goddamn machine said no money, right? I was like, oh hell no. And so made me glad that made me hella happy that I had all my money in the bank and stuff. And then like imagine like when shit happens, like when the internet fucks up. You know what I'm saying? And everybody relies on their cell phones for everything. So, you know, once your phones go off and the internet goes off, you can't even look stuff up. People are really going to be going crazy and stuff, whatever. And then the last point that I wanted to make was, it's crazy how they can pick and choose like what they want to be open and stuff. Like the liquor store is still open. The gas, they act like UPS drivers are immune to the shit, whatever. But everybody else, you know what I'm saying, that have like I do serving, I'm in the serving industry, and everybody else, they got to sit down. But I was talking to my mom, and I was telling her, I said, look, you know, like whoever controls whatever's going on right now, like for example, let's say this thing is going on for another 2-3 weeks, right? So you mean to tell me in 2-3 weeks, as soon as this shit is over with, someone's going to snap their finger and they're going to extract the disease out the air and then put it in a jar and then we all go back to work, whatever. How the hell they gonna know where everybody's, when it's done, whatever. That's how you could tell it's controlled, whatever. And it's just, we just revolve around one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want to say, Fred.
I appreciate you calling in.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace. Yeah, man, it's bootleggers on deck. Yeah, just prepare for the long haul. And I was gonna tell all you guys too. I don't give a fuck if you 6'5", 240 pounds, man, 5% body fat. You know what I mean?
I'm on 10 to the B12. Double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
1 second, 816. When you leave places, I got you, bro. I appreciate you. When you leave places, zigzag. You know what I mean? Get in your car and zigzag. Don't assume that no one's following you. And I don't know. I just, I grew up in a poor neighborhood till I was like 30 years old, basically. You know what I mean? So I have these built-in sensors in me. You know what I mean? Like I never get gas at night. I never go to an ATM at night. Every time I leave an ATM, I always go in the opposite direction in which I'm going. I turn left when I'm supposed to turn right. So I see who's following me, or I would turn right. I would never make a go to the left turn signal after I leave an ATM. I just don't do shit like that. You know what I mean? I'll go around the block, you know what I mean, before I do anything. And all you ladies, I mean, let your man go where he need to go. Let your brother, you know what I mean? Stop leaving the fucking house because you need some sugar. You know what I mean? Stop doing that. Come on, man. Stop leaving the house because you said you want jelly beans instead of Starburst. You know what I mean? Like what's popping 816?
Man, chilling. JD from KC, bro. I just
what's popping?
Give you a shout out, bro.
Nice.
Thanks for the you know what I'm saying? Thanks for giving me the opportunity to share that with you in your DM and promo it for me.
Okay.
Man, I just want to concur with everything that you said, bro. People got to prepare for the long haul. Like when this thing first started happening, probably about 3 weeks, a month ago, man, I saw people in Walmart, Dollar General, man, and Target buying up everything, man. I never knew the color of Walmart shelves until that day. Everything is black. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know everything in the store was black until that day because people were buying up like this was the end of the world. I spent a total of maybe $100 and I got canned goods, fruit, grains, and bread. I really didn't even buy any meat, bro. I just planned for the long haul. And then today I went back and I did the same thing. So I got a pantry full of a bunch of canned goods. And I thought about what you said, man. I concur. Eating one meal a day or trying to put yourself in a position to where you can eat and live as long as possible. Because there's a lot of people out here that got a lot of money, man. So money ain't going to save you.
Money ain't shit right now. What the fuck you mean?
You go to these stores, bro, it ain't no food there. What you going to buy? You can't go to the shop, bro, to get your car worked on. The shops ain't open, man. What are you going to do? You need to get a bike. You need to get a backpack. And you need to get some canned goods, man, because when worse come to worse, you know, a lot of these Lyft drivers and people out here they not even driving no more because they scared to get the disease. Bus routes them been cut down. I mean, what are you going to do? You got to be self-sufficient, man. Shout out to you, Fred, bro. And again, man, thanks for the support.
So instead of why don't we just do a commercial now? Put the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat and tell people because thousands of people are going to watch this. So put it in the chat, the link, and tell people about your documentary.
Okay, I'm a professional cinematographer and a professional video editor, actually award-winning for a documentary series that myself and Professor Lyle Gibson came up with called An American Story. And it's about average everyday people in this country and their walk on American soil.
Put it in the chat while you're talking.
They're telling us
Can you put it in the chat while you're
Yeah,
talking?
I'm doing it right now, bro. I'm getting it right now while I'm talking, bro. But the link is about to be in the chat right now, and it's a 3-part documentary series, and it's over non-white people or non-white Americans and their walk on American soil. And I'm putting the link in the chat right now as we speak. And it's on YouTube, man. So if y'all can like, share, and subscribe to my channel, this documentary series is going into perpetuity, man. And it's dealing with a lot of underlying issues that some of our mixed brothers have. You know what I'm saying? And it's dealing with a lot of issues that focus on race, lineage, and white supremacy. So I believe that it would be beneficial for people to come and check it out, man. I'm copying the link right now, and I'm about to post it in the chat as we speak, man. So I hope y'all check it out, and I hope you enjoy it.
I appreciate that. How was that?
Here.
Was that cool? Was that make it easy? Yeah.
That was
call
dope,
in tomorrow.
man.
Call in tomorrow and promote it
here.
again. Yeah, call in tomorrow and promote it again.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, we'll do it that way for sure. Appreciate you. There we go. Yeah. Call in tomorrow and promote it again. You know what I mean? So people can go watch it. You know, but call in earlier. Call in at the top of the show. You know what I mean? Because some people only watch the first 10 minutes, you know. So only derelicts like West Virginia, you know what I mean, stay here for the whole 2 hours, you know what I mean? And Ronald Finkley. But yeah, man. Yeah, don't listen to Pretty Kelly. You're not living in fear. Just be wise. You know what I mean? Pretty Kel. So Oklahoma, you liking Oklahoma? I've never been to Oklahoma. I've flown over Oklahoma, but I've never stopped in Oklahoma. So that's.
So, all you scared to death Negroes.
What's popping? I appreciate that, Duke. He's still.
What's cracking, Fred? All you scared to death Negro. I'm 65 and I done had 50 years of motherfucking fun. Guess what a whole lot of these young motherfuckers are gonna miss? You know the old motherfuckers call me that old motherfucker. You ever keep your ass in the house? Cause you're scared. That man said don't go outside. I look at my neighborhood, white people walk around everywhere. I rode in a black neighborhood, everybody in the house, you know, black people in the South have a tendency that when they got to be in the house, they close their blinds. I said, damn, I blew the horn, ain't nobody look out the window, nothing. I said, damn, everybody's scared. And my mother's 93 years old. She tell me stories about 1918 when the Spanish flu hit. Have you ever heard about that one?
I mean,
you've been briefed on it. You are kind of conscious of it. You know a little bit about it.
Yeah, but you 84, so you got a better idea than me.
Do you know how long it took to come back from that?
No, how long it take? Tell us, teach us.
Oh my goodness! Just think about it now. You had, what was it, 1918, and then you hearing people talking about, man, times hard and times are 29. So from 1918 to 29, hadn't recovered.
And we had World War I.
Depression.
And we had the World War I, the Great Depression, all that shit was around that time.
So you talking about 60, 70 to 80 years before